I like the action on this thing though. As far as the rod, I do like it. It has some good action to it. Sensitivity's there. I'm really pleased with it, actually. There it is. Got him. We got a largemouth bass here. On the finesse one, on the finesse little, not two, but the finesse TRD. Smallie time. Definitely a smallmouth. Here it comes. Another smallmouth. Look at this, buddy. But I'm really surprised I didn't pick anything up right there. Furthering in this review of the amp rod, really like it. The sensitivity on this is really good, very lightweight. If I didn't know it was a $29 rod, other than the tiny things that people are nitpicky about, I would think this was an $80 rod. So, pretty good. What's up, guys? I just got back off the water. Wanted to give an honest review of the Berkley Amp 7-foot medium action rod. First off, I think for $29.99 at Walmart or wherever you can pick it up is a great deal, especially for an introductory rod for a beginner. Some of the things I liked about it: extremely lightweight. I could hold it with either my index or pointer finger while walking from spot to spot, which shows how well crafted the rod is. I threw a variety of baits with 8-pound tests. I threw crankbaits. I threw soft plastics. I threw a Ned rig. I threw small inline spinners. And it did very well. As you saw, the bass I hooked up on with a finesse jig, or excuse me, with the finesse Ned rig, it did really well. I felt the bite instantly, and set the hook with no problem. Durability, from what I can see, it looks like it's a very durable rod. If you break this rod, you're just roughhousing. I mean, I made some long casts with it. I banged it into the wall a couple times when I was getting it out of the apartment. I'd have to use it more to give a full review, just to make sure that, I'm not just pulling your leg, but I'm not endorsing this or anything like that. I just think for $29.99, it's a really good rod. The look of it, and I think it's a very good design. If I were to change anything with this rod, and would make me want to shy away from it, I guess, is the real seating. It's all plastic design. I think, I would have paid a little more to have a better built rod seat, because it kind of screwed loose a few times. I was casting. I wasn't being too rough with it, where I'd tighten it. And I don't want to over tighten it either, because everything is plastic. If anything is offline, that thing snaps. You're out of a rod. It's useless. So I think Berkley should do something about that. I don't think it would be hard to have a metal design with that. But if you're not too rough with it, I don't see it being an issue. The handle, I like the handle. I like the coloring of it. It's like a foam kind of backing to it, which is nice. It's comfortable when you throw lures with it, but I think after a while, once its weathering gets to it, it's going to tear, and it's going to be kind of ugly looking when you get dirt on it and everything, but we'll see. But if you're using it for catfish or bottom fishing or something, who cares? You're going to get dirty, but I'm happy with it. I think it's a really good rod. I think this might be something I use a lot, especially during trout season when I'm using spoons and spinners and stuff like that. And this might be my regular bass rod. So one of them at least. I have four different spinning rods and a couple bait casters I like to use. I'm a firm believer of buying quality equipment. I like Penn. I like Shimano. Fin-Nor. I have a Fin-Nor rod I've had for years. I just love to death. But in final, I think for a $29.99 rod, it's exceptional. Trust me, when I started fishing, I bought a lot of crap. I've had things break. I've had a fishing rod for me, as long as it can hold up in the durability standard, I think it's fine.